Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Anirudh Chang. I'm the animation mentor for Click Academy and one of the animation mentors from Click Academy, who is industry working in this industry since 11 plus years. So today we have assembled here, as Sandipan already told. So we have assembled here for the free live class for lighting, art of lighting, gaming environment. So we welcome all of you. So uh, before we start the class, I'll just brief you about the what is Click Academy is and what is its vision and how we are proceeding with our vision. So everything will be giving a short brief of it. So Click Academy, if we speak about Click Academy, it's Click Academy of Digital Art is a multimedia institution which teaches you animation, gaming, and VFX related softwares and skills and creatives that helps you build movies, games, and many more TV series and all everything advertisement you see. So this in this institution you will get professional coaching from professionals like us who are working in this industry since 11 12 13 14 15 years or more. So and we are still working in the industry. So and this industry this institution Click Academy is certified with NYCSM, which is a government body for giving you certificates after the completion of your courses. So now the vision of Click Academy is to develop people who are quite ready for working in the industry after their completion of their courses. So how do we do this? Basically, if we see, there are some pillars for every successful structure. So if this is an institution, it has also some basic pillars, like the factors are like economy, then time, then the course structure, from where are you getting, who is teaching you, and last thing is where are you getting placement. So things these four things for economy, if you find, this Click Academy gives you the least course charges from any other institution. Then come to education. So for education, uh, this is the only institution, if you find out, where industry professionals are presently taking your specialization classes. No other institution is giving you classes from the professionals who are already existing in the industry. Industry means in the Hollywood or Bollywood studios. So this is that is why you will be getting the best classes from any other institutions. Third thing, what I told is time. So we have designed courses in such a way that you do not lose any single day of your course time. So it is not like you need to go for class for 1 year and you will ask to attend the class for 3 years. It is nothing like that. You will be given a chance to attend some classes. The mentors will judge in which aspect, in which subject you are good at. They will ask you, they will take your opinion, what your likings and dislikings, and then they will guide you to select a particular subject, and you will be driven to that subject to enhance your skills and education. आपको वही करना है जिसमें आपको कम से कम टाइम में आप एक प्रोफेशनल बन पाओ. सो उसी उसी की उसी तरह से आपको गाइड किया जाता है एंड ट्रेन भी किया जाता है. सो आपको अगर एक सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना है आपको, 10 सब्जेक्ट के पीछे 10-10 महीना नहीं करने बोलेंगे कोई भी। आपको बेसिक समझाने के लिए जितना मिनिमम टाइम चाहिए उतना मिनिमम टाइम में आपको बेसिक सिखाया जाएगा। उसके बाद जो सब्जेक्ट में आपको स्पेशलाइजेशन करना है आपको उसी सब्जेक्ट में डिटेल नॉलेज दिया जाएगा। इससे आपका क्या होता है, मतलब दूसरे इंस्टीट्यूशन से अच्छा क्वालिटी एजुकेशन आपको कम टाइम में मिलता है।
Anirudh, please continue in English.
Okay, so what it helps, it will help you get a better knowledge in lesser time than any other institution do. So, and the fourth thing is job placement. So if you see, almost 98% of the institution do not have their own studio. Okay, there are a few a number of institutions who have their own studio, but also they have a limited seat capacity for job placement. So what is different in Click? So since the industry professionals are taking your class, Click is the first institution that knows in which company there are openings are there, in which studio. So that way Click will help you the best in getting a job. No studio gives you guarantee about job. It is up to you uh, how much you are skilled to get a job. But for the information that no other institution gives you, Click will give you that which company has vacancies and what time, and we are here to help you get a job. We do not guarantee, but we guarantee for a job help. So we will personally take care of that. So these are the four things which makes Click very different than any other institution. So now I'll be transferring this conversation to Sandipan. He will give you the what are the subjects we covered in this academy, and what is the subject today you are getting a free class for. So Sandipan,
Yes,
you know,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Anirudh. So first, let me describe a little bit about the today's session. Then I will start, I mean, come back again in Click Academy from Digital Art. So today we will discuss about all the, I mean, all the departments a little bit and all about the animation and VFX, but especially we will focus about the lighting. How the lighting work, the lighting department will work, and how as per the title is there, that art of lighting, that how the lighting will change or how lighting will create an environment which can which can be interesting, which must be interesting. So that is the topic we are going to cover, and at the same time we will answer you all the questions I have regarding that particular department. Any technical question, any other questions regarding that particular department, and all as well as all the uh, about the gaming, VFX, or animation industry. So okay, so this is kind of the thing we are going to cover today in the 2 hour session. But at the same time, what Anirudh was talking about the Click Academy of Digital Art, let me add on a little bit on that. That we have some courses on. So we have divided our courses into a couple of individual segments. Like we have some basic softwares like the softwares like Maya, Photoshop, Max, Neo. I mean, we have the courses of for that thing also, and as well as what we have the special thing, which is the specialization. So we are doing all the so we our motto is to build up a student. I mean, the quality, he should have the particular a quality of a studio professional. It's not like that we will complete the particular, I mean, 3 or 4 software and then we will dispatch you and just go and search the job. It's not like that. So Click Academy is always with like to make a student very special so that he can capable to get a job by his own. So this is how our courses are also designed. Like we have courses on graphic designing, we have courses on the post production things like editing and the motion tracking and all. And at the simultaneously, we have the courses on the animation and VFX, like all the software, basic softwares what we have, and even in the expert classes, we have some advanced level of software as well. But all the softwares are very subjective. I mean, we are going to demonstrate it and we will push the student to learn. And I mean, how, at the end of the time, the student should be ready to get a job easily, and we will definitely guide him. Okay, Anirudh, this is what I think this is pretty clear to everyone that what we are going to do and what we are doing. So Anirudh, let's move on to our subject, that's the lighting, the art of lighting. Yeah. So here is our lighter, Habibul Islam Say, with his white jacket. So Habib, hi. So
Hi Sandipan. Hi. Hello.
you are not audible.
Hi
Yeah,
Sandipan.
I can hear.
No,
Yes, yes.
you are not audible.
Anirudh, they can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you Sandipan. Thank you Anirudh for the brief introduction
Anirudh,
of this academy.
Yeah.
Uh,
can you hear Habib?
Yes, I can hear.
Oh, I think I am
I
facing
think
problem.
you are having some problem. Okay. Okay, Sandipan, let me continue. Okay. So, hello everyone. Good evening. So, I am Habib Islam, lighting and compositing lead in Eccentric Studio. Okay. So I have around 9 year of experience in this industry in lighting and compositing. So today I'll be showing you the art of lighting, how we do the lighting in gaming industry. You can. So I'll be sharing my screen so that I can show you the output. What are we gonna light today? So let me share my screen. Okay. So this is what we're gonna learn today. I'll be gonna show you today. This is the output. What I'll be showing how it's created and what is the process of creating all the asset and how I did the lighting and compositing. So in this image, you can see there are a lot of elements, lot of basic elements are there like trees, ground, the house and the character. And from lighting perspective, you can see there are a lot of glowing lights like this and fog coming from inside the house. And there are some environment fog also present in this output. So to create this output, I used 3-4 softwares. So the main problem in lighting, if you want to do any light, first thing you need some asset to start with. Okay. So first I'll be showing the process of creating this asset, all these asset like trees and houses and the ground. In the ground, you can see a lot of reflection, water is there. So I'll be showing you that as well, how to create that reflection like watery ground, mossy ground. And I'll be showing you the process of creating these trees also. So how you can create trees in simple way. So I'll be showing you some softwares. So let me show you first how I created the trees. Whatever trees you can see here, it's all created in a different software. So first I'll be showing you that software, how you can create the trees in very basic way and in a short time. So let me open the software first. The software name is SpeedTree. So, so this is the software that is SpeedTree. If you open the software, you will get a lot of example trees. Let me open an example tree. And I'll be showing some other software as well, how I created the ground. That is, the one software is there, that is Megascan. You can take a lot of assets from that software and put it in your Maya file. You can directly export, import your all the assets to your Maya file. That is how I created all the whatever the elements you can see in the ground line, like this tin box, like the ground, like all the small rocks, and this tree. All the things are taken from Megascan. So I'll be showing you that process as well.
So Habib, we are using multiple of softwares.
Yes, yes. To
And
create the asset, we need multiple software in one. Obviously, everything you can do in Maya, but there are some other software as well in which you can create the output easily. Like in this software, if you see, this is the tree. This is speed tree software. I'll be putting all the names of the software in the chat box so that you can later on you can search for the softwares. So this is speed tree. If you see, this is if you see, we can create one by one, like first root, then branches, then all the leaves you can add. Like this is the tree, this is the trunk. Later on, we can add branches to the trunk, and all these branches you'll get. Uh, you'll get a lot of controllers as well, so that you can control your. And then you can add little branches. Okay, this is taking little time. Okay, so I'll show you the one new scene. Okay, Sandeepan, I think this is taking little time. I'll be showing you the process of the ground. Later on, I'll be showing that. Okay. So this is one software, Quixel Mixer. So here, this is how I created the ground. You can see layer by layer. From Quixel Bridge, there is one software. All the assets you can download from this Quixel Bridge. If you see, here you'll get all the assets like surface and texture detail. So if you want to download any software from this, you just directly export. You directly download and export to. Directly you can export to Maya, or if you want to mix 2-3 surfaces together, that you can do using Quixel Mixer. So here I have taken the basic ground mesh in this software. Later on, I added little moss on this ground. If you see, in this way, you can add whatever texture you want. This is how I created the ground. If you see the ground, lot of undulation and lot of texture details are there. So this is the software I created the ground with. Okay. So first I've taken one rock surface, and in this rock surface you'll get all the controller. Like if you want more displacement in this software, you can do that. All the controllers are there. If you want more undulation, if you want flat surface, that you can do using this. And after that, I have added one mossy ground. Okay. So this also you can control. In this software, you can control both the texture, how it's merging together. Okay. And later on, after adding this, later on I have added some.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, so later on I've added water surface, and then
desktop दिखाओ.
the whole surface I've exported to Maya. Okay, so if you want to create one new surface, just I'll be showing one new surface, how to create new surface. So from this Quixel Bridge software, you can download whatever the assets you want, like surfaces. If you go to surfaces, you'll get all the textures here, like ground texture, moss texture, metal texture, rock texture, whatever texture you want, you can download from this software, and directly that you can put in the Bridge software. Okay, so here I have already downloaded some assets, like this is tree texture, this is wood texture, this is soil texture. Okay, this is rock texture, this is grass texture. So suppose if you want to put one grass texture and rock texture together, you just create one, add surface layer, then go to add one rock layer that you can create here. Then on top of that, if you want another texture like this concrete texture on the top of rock, so that you can add that here. Okay, see. So this two texture you can merge together and take it to the merge texture in the Maya. You can do that. Okay. So like this way only I've created the ground. I've taken the rock texture, then put little mossy grass texture on top of the rock, and then added liquid. So if you see, this is the texture of the ground. Okay.
So this is the only the asset you have
This is
generated.
only the process of the creating the ground. How I created
Geometry, ground geometry.
ground geometry. If is, I'll be showing you the Maya. This is just the texture. That is not geometry. I've only exported the texture.
Okay, okay.
If you in this if you go to export setting, you can export all the suppose this is diffuse texture, this is specular texture, this is roughness, this is all the displacement normal, all the texture separately you can export, and all the texture you can input in Maya, so that you'll get the same output like this only. Okay, this is the basic lighting of this software, but if you do different lighting in Maya, it will look different, but you will get the same output like this only. The ground texture you'll get same in the Maya itself. So this is how I created the ground, and later on I'll be showing you the all these assets, small assets. These are not created in this scene. Only the main house is modeled in Maya. Rest everything is created in other software. Okay, the only the house model is created Maya, and other thing like this tree, like this trash can and the water and this asset, whatever this glowy asset you can see, this is also taken from the Megascan software. That is Quixel Bridge. From this Bridge software, you can directly export anything, any asset to Maya directly. Like all these are surface textures. You can find some 3D asset as well. Like all these rocks, you can directly export to Maya.
Sir, will the texture will be automatically applied, or we need to do something?
Yes. Using the Bridge software, the texture will be automatically assigned.
Okay.
The texture, whenever you download, see this button. This is download button. If you download this, the asset will be automatically downloaded in your local folder. And after that, whenever you're exporting that asset to Maya, the asset will be exported as FBX in Maya, and the textures will be loaded from your local folder only. Okay, so I'll be showing one single exporting the asset. So let me open new Maya.
Habib, you just open the Maya and just create it in the meantime. So let us answer one or two questions.
Yes.
Is it okay? Okay, right. Anirudh, so
Yes.
so there is a question, I think, when we'll start and what some introduction that we have already went. So there is a question that which type of books are suitable for 3D modeling and texturing parts? So
Okay. So if we see, there are multiple of books in the market for 3D in every subject like animation, modeling, texturing, and many more. So there is a book I know that a beginner's guide to 3D modeling by Cameron Cord. So that is a very good book, but see the availability, it's hardly to get actually. So this is a book for very good for modeling. So it gives you basic ideas about modeling and from zero to build a very good assets and characters as well. So, but again, uh, there are digital tutors. There's a site if you go, you will get online tutorials how to model and all. So you will get there and do follow forums for modeling, texturing, and others. And
Anirudh, can you repeat the name of the book once?
yes, it's Beginner's Guide to 3D Modeling. I'll write it down the names of that. Just
Yeah, but I think that is okay. I mean,
yeah,
if anyone want to learn from the book, I mean, he can do, but it's better to take a guidance of a
right.
teacher or a mentor in this field, especially because a tool has multiple use. So this is better to take a what is that, a guidance of a mentor or a teacher or an institute or wherever you feel good. So
It is
that will be better.
yeah. It is always better to have a living tutor or mentor with you to guide you better, because many times while seeing books in academics also you have faced a lot of problem, right? If, like reading books and understanding it from the teacher, it's far different. So that happens in this also, and I would say it is more important for a teacher in this field to guide you. And for texturing, you can follow Digital Texturing and Painting by Owen Demers. He's the writer. Is very good book on this. Uh, Although I am not a texturing artist, I heard about this book a lot, quite a lot of time. And again, I would say digital tutors. Even digital tutors, even I follow. Digital tutors is a very good tutorial website. They have a lot of tutorials on many subjects. You can follow that as well. But vectors and metrics for geometric and 3D modeling, it's a book is about to come in 2021, I think. So I heard about this book, but I don't know how this book will be. So
Okay.
these are the books I would say are good. But again, if you take guidance from a mentor, it's better for you. That's what I would say. Yeah, Sandeepan.
Yes. So can we move to the next question, or we should go to the Habib?
Sandeep,
Habib,
let me somebody asked where I can install Maya and Quixel Bridge software. Maya, you can download the software. You'll get all the installation briefing in the software notepad itself. So from the internet, you can download the software. And Quixel Bridge, that is also you can go and search in the internet. It is easily available, and both the softwares are free for educational purpose. Educational purpose, both the softwares are free. So you can check internet and easily you can download and install both the software. So I've written all three name of the software in the chat box. If you go and check, Speed Tree for the tree creation, Quixel Bridge to download and get all the asset in your software, and a mixer for mixing 2-3 surfaces together and use that mixed surface in your software. Okay, I put the name in the chat box. You can go and search if you don't know. So this is Quixel Bridge. From here, you just if you go to click on the home, you'll get all the assets. And first, if you install the software, you need to log in using Epic Games. This is the software of Epic Games. Okay, so you can create an Epic Games login. If you log in from that Epic Games account only, then you will get all the assets free. Otherwise, you'll get only this free, whatever this free 50 assets are there, you'll get that only. if you want this 14,000 assets, then you need one Epic login. Okay, so I already had Epic login, so it's already logged in using that. So if you search here any asset like rock, so you'll get all the rock asset, you'll get some 3D asset, you'll get some textures, and you'll get some extra assets as well. Okay? So suppose you want this asset to use, you just simply click on the download. So it will be downloaded in your local folder. Then if you go to this local tab, you'll get all the downloaded asset in this folder. So like already I have used a lot of asset for this set. So I'll be showing you this asset. I'll be exporting this asset to Maya. Okay. So go to Quixel Bridge, then download, then you'll get on export option. Go to export. It will be export to Maya. It will be exporting to Maya. So if you go to Maya, the asset will be exported. It will be saved as FTX in your local folder, and it will input in Maya. Whatever software you choose, from this software you can export your asset to Unreal Engine, to Unity, to Max, to Maya, whatever softwares you are using for the 3D purpose, that directly you can export from this software to that software. So there are some basic settings. Now the setting is there for Maya only. So if you export directly, it will go to Maya. So here you can see the asset is already imported. And if you go to Hypershed, you'll see all the diffuse texture, displacement texture, roughness texture, normal texture, everything is already assigned, and it is coming from your local folder. If you see this drive Megascan local library downloaded, it will come from your local. The textures will be automatically assigned to that object. Then you can put one light and you can render. Suppose I have already have light in this, so add that light to this layer. And just render. Lot of softwares are open actually. Let me close this software first.
So Habib, you just continue.
Yes,
Let
yes.
us answer one or two questions again. So in this kind of breaks, I will continue. I mean, uh, about the requirements. Okay, cool. So is there any opening? Dude, we don't have any company for the opening. I mean, this is not a production house, but in the industry, there are a lot of openings. I mean, if
Going
you,
on,
yeah, now it's very good, in a very good shape. So who has a skill and who has a proper knowledge, he can get the job easily in this industry. So better to try. Okay, sir, did you make those trees by your own, or these are the separate presets in the software? So whenever Habib will show all about the trees in the speed tree software, then maybe you will get the knowledge that how you're going to make, right, Habib?
Yes, the trees I've created in the software, those are not preset, that I've created separately for this particular scene only.
Okay.
All the
Okay,
assets.
Habib, what if I want to export this in Blender? I mean, these
Yes, yes,
assets.
that you can do. I'll show you that option as well.
Okay, cool. So install.
In most of the 3D software, it's available. Available to export.
Okay. So there is another question that can we use assets of Quickshell in Unity and other game engines?
Yes. Unity, Unreal, Maya, Max, Blender, there is Claris, all the software you can directly export. Like I exported in this asset in Maya, in the same way you can export to all the other softwares as well, and the textures will be automatically assigned from your local folder.
Cool. So there is another question. So all the software's names and the book names are written in the chat box. Whoever has the query, just go through this. So there is a question that are you using Redshift render, Habib?
Yes, yes. I for this scene I'm using Redshift Render only.
Cool. So I have covered all the
But,
questions. So Habib,
But
you
all
continue.
these softwares, all these assets, you can export. You can do in video or whatever, mental video or Arnold, whatever softwares you want, you can directly do that. Whenever I'll be showing you the lighting, that process, Redshift process, I'll be showing you.
So Habib, let's have another question. So the question is that is there any way to control the polygon count?
Polygon count in Maya, yes, yes, you can control the polygon count as well. In the texture surface, there is nothing to worry about polygon. If you go to home, this 3D asset, all the 3D asset, you can count polygon. If you are making any game environment, that easily you can choose the polygon. All the level of detail is there for the any 3D asset. Like if you select any asset, if you go
Maybe
to,
maybe she's looking for some lighter geometry.
yes, yes, that they can do. If you select any asset, then go to download setting, models. Here you can check all the LODs. You can see this LOD 0, LOD 1 up to level LOD 8. Some assets are up to LOD 8. It's available. For this asset, it's up to LOD 5. Suppose on the right side of that, you can see the triangle count. If you see LOD 0 has 27,000 triangle, LOD 1 has 18,000, and like that LOD 5 has only 1,100 triangle. So from here, if you, all the 3D asset, you can choose what to download. If you select everything, then all the LODs it will be downloaded. If you want low poly, then just select the low poly asset and download. So only the low poly, only the 1001 triangle, this model will be downloaded with that triangle only. So yes, all the 3D asset you can control polygon count.
So I think Habib, in the meantime, let me aware of. Let me tell something. Maybe everyone should aware of this that we have the specialization courses. We have all the things, right? I mean, we are going to show in the for the lighting.
Yes, yes. In this
we are
lighting process, you'll get all these supporting softwares like how to create asset, how to
Yes.
get your asset to a good composition, and how to do lighting, then rendering, compositing. And in lighting, I'll be showing that V-Ray, Arnold, Redshift, Mental Ray, everything. I'll be covering everything. And for compositing, I'll be showing you some basic. No, I'll be showing you the name only, and
New con, yeah. Just
name
just
only. But
just to
if you want
just
to
to
do
support
some
the
big,
lighting.
yes, yes. If you
Yeah.
want in Photoshop also, you can do compositing like single frame
Single frame.
compositing.
Yes.
In some level, we can do, but for the master compositing, we use Nik only. And
We must use. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's why we have designed this kind of specialization courses in all the departments. So you will get the out of box softwares and the techniques which can make you I think better even for the professionals who are already in the industry who wants to enhance their skill. They can also come with us to get some better knowledge. Habib, please continue.
yes,
And the one thing I missed is that this is not only for the lighting, for all the departments. I mean, for digital designing to modeling to texturing to animation,
see,
VFX
Sandeep,
in
whatever
everywhere.
all the department, all the courses are designed like whatever it's currently using in the industry. Like that only, you design all the courses. So if you do the course, obviously you'll get all the required software covered. You'll get. So this is how I exported from Bridge. I've downloaded that. From the home, you can download any 3D software, any surface. Then it will be showing in your local folder. All these assets are downloaded. So from there, directly you can just click on the export. Obviously, first you need to do the export setting. Which software you need to export? If you go to setting, this is the setting. If you go to download setting, obviously you can choose whatever the passes like displacement, glossy, specula, whatever the passes you want to download, then model, what are the poly count you want to download, and if you go to export setting after download, if you go to export setting, here you'll get all the software, target software. See, this is here you can export to Unreal Engine, 3D Max, Maya, Unity, Blender, Houdini, Cinema 4D, Claris, then other softwares as well. So here you can choose your software, whatever software you want to export that asset. Here it's already selected Maya. So if you click on the export, directly it will go to Maya. So right now Maya is selected. If you just export, so directly it will open in Maya like this. And all the textures, if you go to Hypershade, all the textures will be connected. All the textures will be connected. See, this is roughness, normal map. This is albedo. This is the diffuse base texture, and this is the displacement. And if you choose in Maya, if you choose the render setting as Redshift only, if you go to render, if your preferred render engine is Redshift selected only, then it will be automatically taking as Redshift shader only. If you want to do that in Arnold, just select your preferred render engine in Arnold. Here you can choose Arnold render, then all the textures it will be directly converted to Arnold, the shader, and the textures will be connected from your local folder only. So you just need to export that in Maya, put one light, then you can directly go to render. Obviously after this there are some adjustment you need to do shader wise. This is just the basic shader. Then it will currently I am using Redshift render only. Okay, so this is how you will get the render. So whatever you can see here, if you see this object, whatever you can see here, directly that will directly render to that software. So your software, all the textures will be connected automatically. So this is how I have created all this asset. This is asset. This team, this tree software, all the rocks. This is some debris. This is that object what I showed you. This is that object. Okay, there is a oil tank. There is some boxes, gift boxes. Okay, see all these assets are directly exported from that software to Maya and then placed according to the concept. Okay. Then this ground also I've showed you the process of the ground. So if you see, I'll be showing you the lighting. This is just the texture. This is not the model actually. This is just the texture with displacement and normal shader. That's why you're getting undulation. This is the plane, flat plane only. So like that software, you can. So from this software, you can export all the assets. Okay. Then you can put one lighting direction light, physical light.
Abhi,
So you'll get this render after
for-
putting some lights. So you'll get this kind of render. Okay.
Abhi,
If you want any adjustment on the shaders, you can do that on your own choice. Yes, Sandeep, continue.
so there is a question that for lighting you are using Redshift and Unreal Engine.
No. Unreal Engine is
No.
different software. This is Maya. Unreal Engine is different software. That is game design software. That is different software. This is one 3D software. That is another 3D software. There is no link
Yes.
between Maya and Unreal Engine. And the Redshift, that is render engine. This is the Maya is 3D software. Redshift is the render engine like Redshift, Arnold.
Arnold.
These are the render engine. And Unreal is different software altogether.
Altogether, yes. So there is another question that in Redshift you are using CPU render or GPU render?
Redshift is GPU render. It's based on the graphics only. There is no option to CPU. The Redshift is based on graphics card only, and the other renderer, like Arnold and Fire, that is based on processor. The Redshift render, that is one render that depends on the graphics card. If you have a good graphics card, you can render using Redshift. And you can see this is just rendered in 3 seconds with one dome light, one this asset, and with one direction light. This is rendered only in 3 seconds if you see. So if you have a good graphics card, you can choose to render in Redshift. Easily it will render.
Continue.